I am saying this to you, John Edward. You are a liar, you are a fake, and you are the biggest douche ever.
Everything I tell people is positive and gives them hope. How does that make me a douche?
Because the big questions in life are tough. Why are we here? Where are we from? Where are we going? But if people believe in asshole douchey liars like you, we're never gonna find the real answer to those questions. You aren't just lying, you're slowing down the progress of all mankind, you douche.
I'm not a douche!
Mediumship is not a cure for grief. It can be very therapeutic and very healing and very helpful. It can be extremely empowering.
It's a trick you do, and I need you to just let my friend Kyle know that so he can go on with his life.
Look, people have the right to be skeptical. I really hear voices in my head.
Yes, we all hear voices in our heads. It's called intuition. Get over yourself and tell my friend it's just for fun.
Look, what I do doesn't hurt anybody. I give people closure and help them cope with life.
No, you give them false hope and a belief in something that isn't real.
But I'm a psychic.
No, dude, you're a douche.
I'm not a douche. What if I really believe dead people talk to me?
Then you're a stupid douche.
When you understand the process, but if you're looking for a reading to fix your grief, it does not.
The John Edward Show is not liable for opinions and materials given for entertainment purposes only.
So I want to be very, very clear. I am ready to go. There's a younger male energy in this section that makes me feel like this would be son, nephew, grandson. There is a Cancer connection that comes up here. Does this make sense? Where's Robert, Robbie, Rob? Where's the R?
I'm sensing an A. Does your name begin with an A?
No.
A B?
No.
C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Peter! My name's Peter!
Is your name Peter?
Wow, you are some kind of sorcerer.
Can I get the mic to you guys over here? The four of you all together? Or three of you? Okay. Robert?
My father.
Passed?
Yes.
Okay. Cancer?
No.
Where's the bone issue?
There's two. There's my grandfather and his mom.
Somebody had something that affected their bone.
His mom.
She had bone cancer. So your mom had the bone cancer?
Yes.
Okay, and passed from that.
Yes.
She's making me feel like when she passes either around or on a governmental holiday, or something that would be celebratory, but for the country.
My father.
I'm seeing the American flag. So
Yeah,
when I see the flag,
my father.
yeah, when I see that, it lets me know that we're talking about like either July
September 11th.
Yeah, it's July 4th, Veterans Day, Memorial Day. Did he pass in the September 11th?
Yes. He's a fireman.
Your dad is Robert. We already
Yes.
addressed that. Are you the baby girl of the family?
I'm the only
The
girl.
oldest girl.
Okay. He's making me feel like you're the baby girl. Like, that's how it's coming across to me. He's also making me feel like, is his mother still here? He's telling me to acknowledge his mom.
Yes.
We need to make sure that his mom knows that he came through. She needs a big hug, okay? A huge hug. I always say that, you know, as mom, there's no greater loss than the loss of a child. Don't lose sight of that as a feeling, okay? Now, you talked to him that day?
Yes, I did.
What
Yes.
I don't understand, though, is from him, is he's doing something very different for me than I think the norm would be for what he would do. So if he normally did A, B, C as a firefighter, that day he did 1, 2, 3 in addition to A, B, C.
It was his first day back to work after surgery.
Okay.
And he was working in a different firehouse.
Because my feeling is that he
He
wasn't
made the doctor put him back to work.
he wasn't doing what he would normally would be doing.
Right.
Okay. And do you have 2 boys?
I do now, yes.
he's
My
two-
young other son passed away last year.
He's telling me to talk about
The-
2 boys. So you lost your son after your husband?
Yes.
That's his son as well?
I had 3 sons.
Right, but one of them has passed
Yes.
after him.
Yes.
So it's your brother who passed?
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's like they don't want to talk about it. Was he killed? Just yes or no, as best as you can.
No.
What I'm being shown is his passing is swift and fast and not an illness. That's why I said, is he being killed? Was he killed? And the reason why I said that is he's not taking the responsibility on for how he got there. So if he's not taking on the responsibility, my immediate feeling would be, well, something had to happen to him. And you're saying no, so clearly he had to be involved in his own passing from what you're saying. But he's not discussing that.
Cold reading, I suppose, is the way that a complete stranger can seemingly tell you everything about yourself without being psychic and without knowing anything about you. In essence, the cold reader or psychic is supplying a lot of words, and you, as the sitter, the other person, is supplying the meaning to those words. And it relies on a lot of techniques. It's not really a question of forensic body reading and the sort of things that people might. It's not really normally even that clever. There are linguistic tricks which, unless you're aware of them, are very easy to fall for. and those tricks can give the impression that the person knows everything about your character, or might refer to facts and things from your life.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend that a dead person's talking to me about you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, watch, Kyle. It's an older man, someone very close to you.
My father?
Does this month, November, hold a special significance?
My birthday's in November!
Right, because he's saying tell her happy birthday.
Oh my god!
See, Kyle, I just started with something really vague. I chose older man because I'm betting that based on this woman's age, her father is most likely dead. But if her father wasn't dead, I could still say it was some other older man.
But how'd you know her birthday was in November?
I didn't. I just asked her if November meant anything. Her father could have died in November, or Thanksgiving could have been really special for them, but I go with the birthday and validate it now as if I knew by saying he wishes you a happy birthday.
What else does he say?
Okay, I'll just use an old standard. He's saying the money. Stop worrying about the money.
Oh my god! My sister and I have been fighting over his inheritance! That's amazing!
No, it isn't. When a father dies, inheritance is usually an issue, and money is something everyone worries about.
The only problem I guess I have is that, you know, if God or somebody who passed on in my life wanted to talk to me, why wouldn't they come directly to me? Why would I need you?
I think they do. That's a great question. I actually think they do. And one of my things, you know, when I was a kid and I started doing this 25 years ago, my grandmother would hear me say to my clients, you know, you don't need me. If you pay attention to the energy that's around you, you'll be able to recognize the signs and symbols of how your family communicates with you. And then these people would leave, and my grandmother would go, what are you telling people stuff like that for? You're not going to have any business. And I'm like, listen, it's not about business, it's about teaching.
Look, I've read all your critics. I read the New York Times Magazine. I read the whole Dateline thing, Time accusing you of using these very, you know, a cold read where you can read people. I've been able to read people my entire life because I've interviewed people now for 20-some-odd years, okay? So you can read people that way. Or Houdini used to have microphones, and he would pick up stories, and then he'd seem like a genius. Oh, I know exactly what you're thinking, but meanwhile they had picked it up earlier. So there are techniques that hucksters and fraud people use. You're saying you never use that? Never.
No, actually.
Here, look, Kyle. I found tons of testimonials on the internet saying that John Edward has the entire studio wired to hear what people are talking about before the show, and he pays actors to be plants in the audience. You're just jealous he's a better psychic than you.
To do.
Right. Let me ask you this. Did you, in your show, do you edit out parts where it doesn't make you look good, as Time Magazine accused?
You can literally call, I'm saying you can literally speak to every...
You read the piece that said that you do.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't do that.
They lied? They edited for time. People edit for time. But if they took things out that were inaccurate, they took out things that were more accurate.
Oh, man. I can't believe I got fooled by that asshole.
He seemed better on TV?
Yeah. They must edit the shows down on television to only show him getting mostly right answers.
At first I thought you were all just stupid listening to this douche's advice, but now I understand that you're all here because you're scared. You're scared of death, and he offers you some kind of understanding. You all want to believe in it so much. I know you do. You find comfort in the thought that your loved ones are floating around trying to talk to you, but think about it. Is that really what you want? To just be floating around after you die having to talk to this asshole? We need to recognize this stuff for what it is. Magic tricks.
We offer $1 million prize to any person or persons who can provide evidence of any paranormal, occult, or supernatural event of any kind under proper observing conditions. It's that simple, friends.